It's 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and you're listening to KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Tonight, we're broadcasting to you from the beautiful, open-minded Gold Room, downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado, and it's time for The Beat Goes On.
Hello, everybody. Looks like we got a great crowd tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out to see one of my favorite friends in general. Right in front of me, crawling in behind him, and two new friends. We've been waiting for this a long time. This is something that we do every week. If this is your first time here, we're here every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. We make it nice and short so you can be home and bed by 10, because that's what I like to do. Never happens for me, though. But we are KCOSdigitalmedia.com. We are a 24-hour, all-Colorado music internet radio station, independently owned and funded. And we do this because we started a group page in 2011 called the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative, which Michael and I and a couple others, well, Larry Holst over here, and an artist named Tinez, my friend, and Brother Wayne Hammerstadt, we said, hey, what do we got to do to get this thing kind of united in terms of musical niches and circles? And so far we've grown to almost 7,700 members on the group page. But KCOSdigitalmedia.com on Facebook and on the website is the key to everything. You can find everything we do. Hit that like button. Look at our schedule. We are booked until the end of the year, and we've got some amazing acts every week. And after, of course, it's over, as soon as Learjet, the broadcast tech, hits the stop button, it's archived on YouTube for your continued viewing pleasure and sharing and spreading Colorado music all around the world, which that's what we like to do. So we are thrilled to have Michael Reese back on the show, and this is what, your third show maybe, I think. And you've done a solo show. We've caught Tribe at Stargazers a few times, right. And this is something that Michael's always really wanted to do, is something in the genre that everybody knows him for and loves him for, is his mean improvisational guitar skills.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, and the backing band extraordinaire that he always has. Yeah, we'll get to that guy in a little bit.
Yeah.
That guy that's laughing. Yeah, but we want to always start the show off and have a great example of a powerful, like a two-song introduction, which this is what they planned for. So we have got a perfectly, well, it's never perfectly, but it's always great, choreographed show. And this is Michael Reese and Spirit Machine. About a couple of intro songs, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mark, and thank you all for being here tonight.
A round of applause for Michael.
Thank you, folks. So Jimmy Lang's getting right in. We appreciate that. Jimmy Lang's getting right into it. This first song is called True Blue Horizon, and it was written and inspired by just days when you wake up and you just feel great and you feel like you could live forever. So, where is he? much, folks. Jimmy Lang, David Derby, and Steve Cox, folks. Oh, man.
Already dusted? No. Michael put so much energy into his work. It's like, it is like a work in progress every time. But you guys, recognize so many faces that always come and see Michael at wherever he plays. And
It's good to see everybody.
great
Sure.
to see everybody. Yeah, and I wanted to introduce my two lovely co-hosts. On my far right is Laura Lear, mistress of the Castle Raven, the band of the same name, and my other lovely co-host, the famous street corner gypsy from the band of the same name, Lisa Carnes.
All right.
Hello, hello. Tonight's a great night. I'm excited to be here. I've missed you before, and so I was really looking forward to tonight. And of course, I had to run a little late, which was my fault, but I apologize for that. And we're here, and I'm so glad to be here and get to
We're
watch
glad
you
you're
play.
here.
Yes.
Well, and
Yeah.
here's the cool thing. It's like, okay, so Michael and I got together a couple weeks ago because it was Michael's desire, because we wanted to pack as much music into this 2 hours as possible. So we did a hour-long interview, and we cut it up into segments, put it on the event page so that everybody can still watch it and listen to it. And in fact, Michael Reese has his own playlist on our YouTube channel,
Thank you, Mark.
which is called the Colorado Music Network. And over 1,100 videos, multi-genres, all the video work I've done over the last 10 years, too. And,
You've been a busy guy, Mark.
well, cliches. I hate them, so we won't talk about them. But so in introducing my co-hosts, they really, have been anticipating this show, because I've been talking about you guys to them about this guy. And all you guys know this guy, right?
Who is that guy?
Yeah. And Lisa,
That guy is Michael Reese.
Lisa's
Thank you,
been
hon.
secretly stalking you, so we're going to give her a microphone and let her talk.
Cool.
I tried it once already. No, actually, I am a groupie. I'm a big-time groupie.
Wow.
I think you're outstanding, and
Thanks,
I
hon.
watch all of the things that you put out and what we have, and I just think you stand apart. You're just
Well,
wonderful.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I'm-
That's so good to be here and have friends here.
So I have a quick question for
Mm-hmm.
you. Where did you find all of these incredible musicians?
Oh, man, I'm glad you asked about that. So I'll start with this gentleman here, Jimmy Lang. We have been playing together, I think, this is going to show our age, but I think we've been playing almost 40 years together.
You were 2. We met in kindergarten.
That is incredible.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
we were two.
incredible.
Yeah, and so Jimmy and I had a band called Mambo Combo in Boulder, Colorado. And then we did that band for a few years, and then kind of lost touch and see each other here every once in a while. And I think about 12 or 15 years ago, I hadn't seen him for a long time, and I went to a Wendy Wu show. And
Too fun.
yeah, and so I went down there, Blues Under the Bridge, and I'm looking around, and there's like Jimmy Lang sitting on the back of a truck, and I'm going, where have you been, Jimmy? I said, where do you, we're playing with Wendy Wu. I said, well, where do you live? And he goes, Colorado Springs. And I go, how long? 10 years. Me
a-
too. We were living like 5 miles from each other for 10
no.
years and didn't know
He's a
it.
hidden gem.
So we made up for that difference.
That's
and
right.
now I don't even call Michael Reese. I open my door and I go, Michael Reese. As his door is 50 feet from my door.
That's great. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so he practices his B3 in his house, and I go, open the door, open your windows up so I can hear that Hammond play.
Oh, that is too cool.
Yeah, it's great, man. So we just pass notes back and forth on the project, and it's great. We don't even need to use internet. Just hand it over the fence.
That is so fabulous.
Yeah, it's great.
Lisa and I have known each other since we were, 7? 7 years old.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, holding on to those friendships forever.
yeah, no
and
kidding.
It are awesome.
And I just
Can't
got
even-
to, excuse me, I'm sorry. I just got to say, Jimmy Lang is a bigger than life person, big, huge brain, kind, very, very kind, and super talented. He's also got a new book coming out called
Yeah.
just 12 Days of Peace, right? So look out for that one.
Very cool.
Jimmy Lang, everybody. Whoa.
So Jimmy, you see this beautiful Spirit Machine logo and
That's right.
prints that are around the tables that they brought for
Love
your, collection, and hopefully they'll sign them all for
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
That's his art.
frame 'em, but that's his art, and
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a very small portion of his art.
Oh, I know, and that's it. So
Got a lot of it.
You do know that the musicians and artist part, the artist is for art, brother.
It is.
So you can post your art on that page because there's 7,700 people that want to see it. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Ooh, does that include the book? Because I'm really big on the book
You
thing.
know what? Because I know you,
That would be
I'll give you
fabulous.
this good time
Thank you.
deal.
Absolutely.
Thank
That's
you.
just the kind of guy I am, you know.
Yeah, you are.
I'm practicing on my Better Call Saul language.
I think we would love to have that. That would be
There you go.
awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
My
and this is
goodness.
all great conversation that's going to lead into the next song, which is one of my favorites. I've been watching
want
these
to-
guys for so long.
Thank you. I want to introduce the other two members while we're at it.
Absolutely.
Talk about them a little bit. Mr. David Derby on drums, ladies and gentlemen. And I would say, and Steve Cox on bass guitar. And you know what? I'm going to let Jimmy talk about this a little bit because I met these guys through Jimmy Lang because they're all have worked with Wendy Wu a lot, and Steve
Beautiful.
still works with Wendy. But anyway, Jimmy.
Well, Wendy Wu has been on the scene a long, long time and gone through a
Yes.
lot of permutations, different members in the band. But with Steve and David in the rhythm section, to me, that was the hottest, most solid, funky version of Wendy Wu we ever had.
Woo!
And I just loved it. And
Brought it
yeah,
along.
really. And what really made these guys come to mind when Michael was talking about putting the project together was that we would do these little like sound check jams. I don't know if any of you guys were
And-
here early. Just little things, little ditties.
Fun.
And I knew for sure that both of these gentlemen had a much deeper well than they were really able to tap into in a pop kind of a setting. So it was just perfect that they could step forward and really show what they got in this.
Well,
Steve
They've
Cox,
done
David
that.
Derby.
Woo!
And we did, I met these guys last year. We did an Allman Brothers tribute at Jimmy's Little Red Rocks last year. And these two gentlemen came up, and that's how I met them last year.
Yeah.
So we've been having fun.
well, it sounds like it, and it looks like it. You guys
We're
are
gonna-
amazing.
Thank you, hon.
We're going to talk about Little Road Rocks, which is coming up, because
it
that's
is.
just a cool thing that you've done, and I've still got to make one. But
You got to make this one. It's the last one.
We
oh, it
do.
is okay. All right.
Definitely.
Well, there's
We
a
need to do
story
that.
we'll talk, but
We will.
let's do some cursory announcements too. Bathrooms are all the way down the hall to the left, I believe. But who's hungry? You can order Springs Orleans delivered to your table right now. Nicole at the bar
Want to do a big
is,
shout out to Nicole,
is the supreme mixologist, and keep her busy and tip her well because
our
we love
beautiful
her.
girl, and we want to do a big shout out to the Open Minded Gold Room. This is an incredible place to
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
come and do our venues here.
Mr. Perry Sanders.
Mr. Perry
Sanders,
Sanders.
He's
Who,
going to be dropping by later. Can
He
you believe
is.
he's
We're
going
looking
to play
so
a
forward.
song?
Yeah,
And
we're looking so forward to it.
And we also have a special artist
Yeah.
who's going to play. She's a Colorado favorite, and we're going to
Incredible.
I'm going to tell you who it is right now.
Well, I already did.
She's here.
I already did. Put it on the event page. So those who know, but those who don't know, they're going to get surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how's the sound? Hex Audio
Absolutely
Visual
perfect.
Great.
is
Beautiful.
the
Great.
house sound.
Absolutely.
You rock, Chad.
Love you, Chad. Amazing as always.
So I got to say, I love this next song, and it really is a song about our crazy world, right?
Yeah, and this is Jimmy Lang. He's going to do a little intro and sing a song for you.
people gonna work. Some people gonna steal. Everybody's out there. They're all looking for that super deal. There's crazy people. You know they'll shoot you for your shoes. They got me wondering if this whole world ain't got the blues. Matter how you cut it. So we living in a crazy world. Matter how you cut it now. Living in a crazy world. It's a crazy world. If you wanna die, I mean, if you wanna die before it's your time to go, please don't take the children with you 6 feet below. Just look at the news, light as if you can. It'll give the blues now to a strong woman or a sane man. Matter how you cut it. Say we live in a crazy world. Matter how you cut it, babe. Say we live in a crazy world. It's a crazy world. see something crazy. Watch this, Michael Reese. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Michael Reese on the guitar. They said justice is blind. Yeah, it's blind to the truth. And if you got fame and you got money, like Mark White, you know, it don't matter what you do. Where did we get lost? Where did we go wrong? I hope that we can figure it out. 'Cause this been going on far too long. Yes, it has. No matter how
is that guy? Jimmy Lang. Folks. Woo! 40 years, and we have never had harsh words with each other. 40 years. Pretty dang cool.
It just shows you what a patient man Michael Reese is.
I would say the same for you, Jimmy. All right. We're going to do a song. We can do another tune? All right, we're going to do a song. I actually wrote this one for my mom when she moved out of the house we grew up in Colorado Springs here. She moved to Arizona, and this is called A New Road Home, and it goes out to anybody who's like been through a big life change or just, a new place to live. And we're going to feature Mr. Steve Cox on this beautiful intro. He's going to play a little bass for you. Thank you, folks, so much. Thank you.
Michael Reese, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
That was just wonderful. You know, I love emotional music. I love music that doesn't need the words because it plays itself.
Thank you.
You know, and your
Yeah.
mind and your heart just can do that.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And
Thank
you
you,
know,
hon.
when you start, you all start wailing in on your instruments, and Jimmy has the biggest smile from ear to ear.
My face kind of hurts at the end of the set.
I'll bet by the end of the night, it's like, woo!
We are having fun. The rehearsals were the same way.
I can
we
only imagine.
Yeah, we've been having a blast.
You know, and I
bet.
got to say, you guys have done so much preparation for this show. I am just, you know, we're humbled every time anybody comes every week to do our radio show and attracts this many people. And, I always go, hey, guess it's time to say hello to 300 people online watching Facebook Live, whatever. You know, the numbers, it's not about the numbers, but really
Right.
it is because we want your music to reach
Yeah.
as far as the internet goes.
Absolutely.
That's
channel-
right.
Our YouTube channel's been seen in 200 countries, Jimmy.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
So
much
no, it's
fun.
thanks to you guys. We wouldn't have
Yeah.
nothing to do with her if you guys didn't involve us. So thank you all.
All right, we're going to do a tune that Jimmy and I wrote with Enrico Scott. He's the drummer for the Derek Trucks Band. A lot of you know who he is, and the Royal Southern Brotherhood also. And I think he's playing with Samantha Fisher right now, I believe.
He is the
Okay, cool.
drummer that shreds his sticks. I've only seen like 3, and it's
Yeah.
like he plays so hard, those sticks are just flying everywhere.
Exactly. But we are going to feature our drummer, David Derby, on this song. So towards the end, just watch out. Jimmy's going to do a little intro for us. Darby. Jimmy Lang on flute. Does that put you in a space or what? Woo! All right.
I love that song. You know, and the your notes are deceiving me, but not really, because I know, Jimmy, who's your favorite keyboard player?
Oh, man, I got a bunch, but Brian Auger's a huge influence.
Yeah. But you referenced another great on the notes in here, and you know,
Greg.
I every time I hear you guys do this song, I go, you know, this is why I kind of gave up on rock in the late '70s, because jazz fusion was just coming up, and Santana turned a big corner and went and produced this album called Caravanserai,
Yeah, man.
which is an inspirational instrumental album journey that just,
Right.
you know, just like your stuff, man.
Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
For me personally, just on that Caravanserai thing, when I come home, I do these long backpacks, like 12, 14, 16 days, just the dog, you know, and you get into a very different place. It's almost hard to drive home, you know, because it's like, you know, you've been walking for 2 weeks and now 70 miles an hour is ridiculous. But you get home and it's hard to get back in the world. And I put on Caravanserai and just like sleep for 16 hours off and on with that just playing on a loop. And man, it brings me right back in.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you haven't listened to it in a while, you got.
I know you, man. And then sometime you're going to have to talk about the bear thing. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, all these guys are deep. They're deep. This is thinking man's territory here.
This one's called Blues Shroom, and it's on my first solo CD, which I did in 1995. And thank you. And that one won Best Produced CD in the LA Music Awards in '95.
Congratulations.
And really happy about that.
right.
We went out and we all drove out to LA and played the awards, and it was really fun. And I was nominated Guitarist of the Year. Didn't win that one, but that's okay. You know, I have Best Produced CD of the Year. Yeah.
So who are you number two to? This is the story here.
Go ahead and tell them, Mark.
You ever hear of Vernon Reed
Yeah,
from
Vern-
Living Color?
Vernon Reed.
Michael Reese is number two.
And it was
he won.
close.
Darn, man. It had to have been that close.
Oh, he's a great player, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So I wanted to ask you what Blues Shroom is all about.
Blues Shroom is kind of a psychedelic blues. It's got a little bit of bebop in it, some rock, and you'll hear it. And then it's got some very twisted chords, and then a little ZZ Top section. I mean, it just goes all over the map. So
Woo,
yeah, so it's kind of
I'm so
psychedelic bebop.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring just one last quick point, and that is there are not very many guitarists that you can just turn loose on stage all by themselves, but we're going to do that. And Michael Reese is going to show you some stuff. Okay?
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Woo!
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
We'll see. I'm gonna probably do what I do in my living room. So
Just rocking.
yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, we were at rehearsal the other day, and Jimmy goes, we were at David's house, and he goes, David, it's the cops. They said to turn it up.
Oh, yeah. There we go. I bet he went.
Here we go.
Get your hands together one time. So Steve Cox on it.
Well, this is psychedelic. How about these guys? Huh? Woo! So what was that dude on when he wrote that song?
Smoking, it's on fire. Woo! That was outstanding.
Thank you, dear.
Yes.
Love how you put in there the girl with kaleidoscope eyes.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah, I love the Beatles, and that was.
Me too.
I was working up that, and I thought, well, you know what, we should do an instrumental version of that song, but we never quite got there. So I thought, I'm just going to throw a little bit of it in
That
tonight.
is so cool. Loved it.
Thank you, dear.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Okay, this song is called Majestic 12. It's our most intense arrangement, and I wrote this in '95, and it was on the same record that went to the LA Music Awards. And I got to give these guys kudos for even attempting to learn this song. It's like It's like I kept apologizing for the arrangement. I'm so sorry for this arrangement. It's too crazy. But this is called Majestic 12, and it goes like this.
I thought I'd add that Steve says this is possibly a career-ending bass line you wrote for this.
Yeah, tendonitis is definitely in your
painful.
future, Steve.
Well, there's 3 tendonitis tunes in this one.
You got this. You got this, my friend. You got this.
These guys. Wow. Thank you so much, folks. Man, we have got... Thank you, hon. We appreciate that. We've got one more song for you in this set. And then we've got Jimmy's going to do a little music for you. We're going to loosen it up. You can dance, a little dance music. And, okay, I'm going to tell you, Cass Clayton is here tonight. She's going to come up. Woohoo! She's going to come up and sing some blues for us in a little bit, too. So we have a really fun night so far and still to come. This one's called Event Horizon. And, it ain't easy, though, right? Oh, it ain't easy. Okay, so this is a tune
Just saying.
I get ahead of myself sometimes, just a little bit.
So is that the Long John Baldry version?
Of It Ain't Easy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Different thing.
This is a
We're
Jimmy
still
Lang
thinking though,
version.
right? Yeah.
Hey, just before we go forward, David Derby lost keys and guitar in his monitor, Chad. I don't know if there's a little button you might be able to push to help him out. All right. It's a little song for the children. All you guys that got kids will know what I mean. When I was a boy, I never knew much joy. I only spoke when I was told to speak. And to sit up straight and don't misbehave, and to eat what I was told to eat. As I grew up, I come to realize, in order to survive, you gotta fight real hard and shout real loud, so you can stay alive. 'Cause it ain't easy, yeah. Lord, it ain't easy. Living in the world today. Living in the world today. When I reached my teens, I was on the scene, bold, brave, and getting high. Oh, I hated the world, no, I loved my girl, and for my best friend I would die. Now I am a man, I get to overstand some life philosophy. You gotta take what you get from life today, 'cause tomorrow may never be. It ain't easy, yeah. Lord, it ain't easy, yeah. Living in the world today, oh yeah. Living in the world today.
Colored boys in Jamaica. Now the years have passed and the time is moving faster every day. I take the good with the bad, learn to dance with the sad as I move along the way. Planted love, looked at love, and now I stand and watch my children play. And when they ask why does that man look so sad, I turn to them and I say that it ain't easy. Oh yeah, Lord, it ain't easy. Yeah, living in the world today. Oh yeah, living in the world today. Don't you know life ain't easy? Don't you know living ain't easy? Yeah. Living in the world today. Oh. Living in the world today.
Yeah, Jimmy Lane. He speak of the truth.
Thank you.
Woo! Well, certainly want to thank everybody at KCOS for having us tonight, and thank you folks so much for showing up tonight. We still got a lot of music, but it's good to see you all here. I'm glad you paid attention to the posts. We posted hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Here it is again. And I want to thank Kathy Sparrow and Meryl Spielman for helping promote this show. They did a wonderful job. Really, really awesome. And we're gonna end it with a rocker. And this is another one that Jimmy and I wrote with Jan Rico Scott. And also, I wanted to mention that Kim Stone co-wrote this too.
Beautiful.
Mr.
Awesome.
Awesome bass player from the Rippingtons and Spyro Gyre. He's had a great career and still going strong. Anyway, this one's called Event Horizon, and it's kind of a sci-fi rocker with maybe a little bit of a U2 section in there. I don't know how that happened, but it
Nice.
did.
Wouldn't hurt to put your hands up one more time. Michael Reese, Spirit Machine.
Thank you so much, folks. Jimmy Lang, David Derby, Steve Cox. Thank you so much.
Keep it up, keep it up. Michael Reese is a state treasure. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So, and it's not like he's not coming back. So they're going to do some more music, but this is a point where we're going to we're reconfiguring. We're going to bring up some of the people that we like to talk about because we're a nonprofit. Lisa, we have another nonprofit, Mountain Kids Music.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to give a quick mission statement about that?
Well, our mission statement is to always provide for children, but the main of it is we like to have instruments donated to us, and we have qualified, certified teachers that give us their time, and we make sure that indigent children get instruments and free lessons.
I've got one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just been sitting there a long time waiting for something like this.
Oh, my goodness. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful. So, yeah, we're doing a lot of things for kids right now, actually.
Yeah, we've done a couple of great fundraisers. We've given away a couple of instruments to some worthy children.
Yes, we have.
We've been supporting other nonprofits, too. We have our friend Tony Caruana from the Hug It Forward organization, and we look forward to, we did a benefit with them at Stargazers a while ago, and man, he must like us because he's lining us up for a couple more. So
we love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
We love you guys.
love
So
to hear
yeah,
that.
with Hug It Forward, we're a U.S.-based nonprofit that's building schools in Guatemala out of trash, and so we've built about 120 schools down there so far. And we love our local musicians, and we love children. And whenever we can do benefits that includes all of that, we love it. And KCOS Digital Media is just in alignment with our values. So we love to do events with you guys. Our next one is going to be October 21st at Stargazers Theater in the afternoon from 2 to 6. We got some amazing bands coming this time. We have a touring country rock band, the Jacob Christopher Band. They're going to headline for us, and we're really stoked for that one. They're very talented.
Of course, we're playing them on KCOSdigitalmedia.com.
Oh, yeah, got to. And then Robert Beard is no stranger to our events, but this time he's going to bring his band with him. So Nick Smith will be playing on drums, Sean Marvin on bass, and they're going to rock the house for us. Tickets are only $8. You can get them on stargazerstheater.com. I have some here if you want to get some tonight. And all the money that we raise goes to Hug It Forward. And what we're doing, since our musicians donate their time and talents, we give a lot of cool stuff back to them as a thank you. But one of my dreams and visions is to be able to sponsor them to come on a trip to come build a school. So for our next two concerts, what we're going to do is all the money goes to Hug It Forward, but half the money goes to build a school and half the money goes to sponsor our musicians to come build that school.
You know, and I know you invited me on one of your excursions too, and I would love to do that.
If you could come on that one, it's going to be full of musicians. Can you imagine taking musicians, singers, and songwriters on a life-changing trip like that?
Well, and that's it. You know, that's the whole thing. We want to expand the global horizon, kind of like Michael's last song, Event Horizon.
Yeah. And we have a really big announcement for the concert before I turn it back over to you guys.
Yeah.
We're really excited about this. We have an addition to our lineup. Now, this guy, he is a staple here in Colorado. He is world-renowned. People love him. Blues rock musician Dean Woodward is going to be joining our lineup. And so we're stoked to have him. He is about to launch a solo career. He's played with tons of bands. He's played drums. He's played guitar. He's been all over the map. And now he's about to venture out on his own, and we're excited to help him launch that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dean Woodward will be joining us on October 21st at Stargazers Theater.
Well, Woody, as we like to call him, is no stranger to the music scene, no stranger to us. We wished him well in some of their International Blues Challenge competitions, you know, and definitely he was tagged in his first performance at the Colorado Blues Society as, you know, the coordinator said, well, if you don't vote for him as member's choice singer, I'm going to nominate him. So he's already made that impression, and we wish him well, and we can't wait to see what he's doing again, because we've covered him with the Justice League, and we love all of our local guys, and we're thrilled. October is 2 months away, so yeah, we're going to hopefully get the ladies with us this time.
Oh, we would love that. Mark told me a little bit about Mountain Kids music, and it's just in alignment with what we're doing. So any way we can partner up, we're all for it.
That's outstanding. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate that very much. We have a lot of things on the horizon for Mountain Kids music. I see Brian Hall over there, who has generously donated to Mountain Kids music, and I would be amiss if I didn't say, hi, Brian. We love you. So, yes.
Yeah, we thanks a lot, Tony, and we'll be plotting and planning. And did somebody lose?
Yes, they did. Thank you, Mark.
Okay, is somebody walking around wondering why they can't see? Somebody lost a pair of glasses, and they're right here. Okay.
Possibly in the women's restroom, I think.
Yeah, but this is time once again. We want to introduce Brian Hall and his wife Marty behind us.
Hi, I'm Brian Hall. I'm the president and CEO of Help Autism Center. We are in the plans of opening up a ranch for autism and special needs here in Colorado Springs, which has been 12 years in the making. And we actually got the plans to the architect just this past week to get the architectural drawings, and then we'll get the funding for it. And we're looking to break ground next year.
Well, that's great to hear, because we, Mountain Kids Music, is pledging to develop, first of all, the screening process for the most beneficial means of reaching your autistic community, and then launching the music therapy tailored programs.
Exactly.
So it's quite a labor that we will be undertaking. We will, be seeking some partnerships with already certified music therapists, but we are going to go through the curriculum ourselves and make sure that we are in alignment with the national program and everything's copacetic.
Yes.
I actually met a pianist last week that is a certified healing therapist on piano, that she's actually taught kids with autism how to play. So I met her last week at a Tri-Lakes Chamber meeting that we just became a member of the Tri-Lakes Chamber 2 weeks ago.
Well, we
wonderful.
know a guy that we saw at the IBC in Golden with the CBS. His name is Mark Friedman.
Yes.
And he plays harmonica, but he is also a sacral cranial therapist and has developed some frequency
Right.
modals that subconsciously stimulate the mind.
It's very exciting. There's a lot to be learned right there. I found that to be totally interesting, Mark, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I also want to mention our friends at Manitou Wellness Center who put me on a different path in that regard, cranial sacral healing and getting in touch with just base level holistic health.
Yep. There's quite a few of those around.
Yeah.
That does a holistic and the brain therapy, and
Yeah.
I've actually met a couple of them that want to jump on board. We actually got some new board members that joined a couple weeks ago, right after our game with the Switchbacks, which was very beneficial. We had 10 kids on the field shooting a goal against the Switchbacks mascot, and they had a blast. And then just this last week, we are going to be doing a couple of autism awareness games with the Denver Nuggets this year.
All right. Well, it's always good to hear from you. It's always good to see you. You're here almost every week, and
You're making it happen for autism.
You know,
I'm very
this is
I'm
what we love to
respecting what you
see.
do. Yeah,
But
we will.
I think this concludes the public service announcement portion of our
I
program.
think it does, Mark.
And if we can get the band back, that would be rounding out the set.
Right.
I have a feeling we might be going over.
I have a feeling you're right. I think we will
Yeah.
call this an
And,
intermission.
You know what? We have a very special person that we would like to bring to the table. Mr. Perry Sanders. Please come sit with us, sir. Have a seat with us over here. We have hardly had a chance to talk to you. Okay. So how's everybody enjoying the music so far? So who's planning on listening to KCOSdigitalmedia.com every day? Trick question, I know, but only because it's the internet and because we're available everywhere. Right, Laura?
That's straight up.
Yeah.
We are The Beat Goes On here at KCOS Digital Media, inside the beautiful Gold Room.
And it's the time of the show where, you know, we like to express our gratitude once again, not just because we got a bunch of numbers, but we do this show, and we do it on Facebook Live, we do it on YouTube Stream, we do it on our audio broadcast of the station, because we know there are people that cannot get out Wednesday night, every week.
That's
and so
true.
for those that are making dinner for the family, they got kids to put to bed, don't have some transportation, maybe can't really get out of the house because of mobility issues, we just love seeing numbers of people still paying attention and knowing that we showcase the best in Colorado music.
Absolutely. And that we do. We do. How many bands have we had on that stage, Mark?
Oh, you know, we are working on almost 200 shows.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
my
been here for 2
goodness.
years. With all due respect and thanks to Mr. Sanders and the whole organization, Nicole has been just an amazing hostess, and Anthony Jones at Social Butterfly Media Marketing has helped us in our endeavor to make this place something that we love to do every Wednesday night.
Absolutely.
And we are booked until the end of the year.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you.
So whether you watch or come or listen,
Guys.
we're available. And it's always good to see some friends we haven't seen in so long. Where is Kerry Goodman's better half? Oh, he's out getting a refill. Okay. Jeff and Sue, it's great to see you. I know you guys,
Yes.
people have come from all over to come and see Michael. And it's a pleasure and a joy to see old friends make new friends. And, you know, we can't encourage you enough. Go look at our Facebook page and see the events that we have planned, because we feature a lot of diverse Colorado music. And
Hey.
we'd love to see you here.
I'd like to do a quick shout out to my husband, Mr. Nathan Lear,
The Learjet
the
extraordinaire.
Learjet extraordinaire. This is our wedding anniversary date today.
Oh my God.
So I want to wish him a very happy anniversary, and I
Wait.
love you.
Did everybody hear this? We have an event here. It's an anniversary, and this was not just any union. These guys were like destined by all things
That is
you
true.
guys are holding dear. And I know that you're Renaissance people, you're mystical people.
Yes.
Your band is just beautiful music.
Oh man, I'll
And,
tell you, the new stuff that we're coming out with is incredible. So
Well-
I can't wait to get back up on that stage. And
We're going to line you up for 2019 just because you were the first Gold Room show in December of 2017, right?
was it 2017 or was it 2016? I think it was 2016.
You know what?
2 years. Yeah,
I'm
time
old.
goes by really fast
I got to plead the age factor.
when
so,
we're having a good time. How miss?
You know, and I want to mention Scott Jessup walking around with
Hi, Scott.
the equipment that he does things that you'll recognize readily on TV, and we have such a creative community, and so everybody really feel free to take pictures, take video. The more publicity, the more we like it, and the more people we get here all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So is the band thinking about coming back for another set? Do we have anybody else we would like to mention? Is there anyone with an organization that would like to talk about their organization?
Thank y'all for doing this.
Oh my, sir, I got to thank you so much for what you do for
Thank you.
music in general. Now I understand we're going to talk about Jimmy and Little Red Rocks, and I know that you're going to be a performer this year.
I am. I've played there a couple of times. It's going to be a blast.
Well, once again, we just cannot thank you enough for allowing us to take over your house on Wednesday night.
Let me tell you, it's a good night to be in the house of the music lord. On
Yes, it
Wednesday night.
is. Yes, it is. Mr. Perry Sanders, I want to say how much we appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You are amazing. We all appreciate you so much.
And Perry, you're going to get up and do a song or two in a bit
Oh,
here, right?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be ready for you.
So Dale, man, you gonna get up there too? I had to put you on the spot because I love you, brother, and we need to do a Starburn show. We do. So let's get together. I know it's got to be after January, but yeah, Starburn, a great institution celebrating a great period of musical history. You guys do it so well.
Mr. Michael Reese, I have a quick question for you. Another one.
Sure.
Hey, I really want to know, you have an exquisite instrument. Now, granted, it's the operator behind the instrument.
Thank you, dear.
However, you have one of the most beautiful guitars.
Thank you.
Your fretboard is gorgeous.
Isn't that a pretty one?
She's beautiful.
This is a aftermarket Stratocaster. A company called Warmoth. They are in, I believe, Oregon. They make superb parts, and they've got a license from Fender to make parts. They'll
That's
make you any
incredible.
kind of exotic wood in the world. This is roasted flame maple. You can
It's
kind of see it. It
stunning.
just kind of looks like water.
It is
It is.
beautiful.
And
just
it's one of my favorite sounding woods. It's it's got a lot of harmonics and very rich. And then these are Jeff Beck noiseless pickups.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
yeah, I love this guitar.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all do.
We can share.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Great.
That's how I kind of got acquainted with Michael, because it's like,
Good.
Michael, you're sounding more like Jeff Beck every day, and
Oh, he's my favorite guy.
But I got to tell you, this man is so modest that you got to drag this stuff out of him. What I really witnessed, and I witnessed what was just a mind-boggling experience. There is Tommy Bolin is a revered adopted Colorado musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's from Iowa.
that's right.
But he's made his mark in Boulder, Colorado.
That's right.
And,
He has.
there is an annual Tommy Bolin tribute show. And I was lucky enough to be in attendance in 2012 when you did one at Herman's Hideaway
Right.
with Kim Stone and Tommy Stevenson and Johnny Bolin and Bobby
wow.
Burr.
Stan Sheldon.
Yeah.
What an incredible group.
Oh, that was great.
He
I've
was
done
toe to toe with Tommy.
I've done 4 of them, and the third one I did, Chris Duarte was there, and we got Chris Duarte, and him and I got to do a whole set together. Oh, that was so fun.
I know, that's
And
another good friend of mine. We love Chris.
He's a great gentleman. I mean,
Yes.
I was playing along, and he's standing right next to me, and I dropped my pick, And he stops playing and runs, gets down, picks my pickup for me. And,
What a man,
Yeah,
what
just
a
a
guy.
gentle
Yeah.
soul, you know.
He used to play at a
Genuine.
club called Jilly's in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
And every year, and he would do his tuning routine because, you know, if you heard Chris Duarte, he is like overdrive on overdrive.
Yeah.
And even when in the
Yeah.
middle of a song or at the end of a song when he's talking, the static and the feedback is just on loop.
And then you meet him off stage, and he's just like really kind of
Well,
just
and
kind
so
of
this-
a real gentleman.
Yeah,
you know,
but
just
this is
laid
the
back.
story. I just went up after. I had to go up after, and this was the first time I met him. I go, "You're sitting there tuning to John McLaughlin's Birds of Fire and reciting Shakespeare at the same time. What kind of a robot are you?"
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mad robot.
But-
Nice.
Are we ready to resume?
We are. What do you want? What do you got?
Woo.
You want to do like a one way out and then bring Cass up?
We're gonna do one song that's Jimmy's gonna sing. Just because we're, I think most of us are Greg Allman and Allman Brothers fans.
Oh.
So we are going to do that. And then Cass Clayton's going to come up and tear it up for you. So.
Yeah.
In the one way out, Lord, I just can't go out the door. Ain't but one way out, darling. Lord, I just can't go out the door. Said there's a man down there. Everybody saying I might be your man, baby, I don't know. Lord, I'm foolish to be here on the second floor. If I get by this time, I won't be back no more. Raise the window, darling, and I can ease out soft and slow. Now your neighbors know they won't be talking that stuff that they don't know. Oh, Reese play the blues. Second place, 'cause I know some man is gonna come in here and take my place. There ain't nowhere in the world I'm going out that front door. Now wait. Oh, yeah. 'Cause there's a man down there. Might be your man, baby, I don't know. Oh, you know the words, sing it with me. Say there's a man down there, everybody sing. It might be your man, baby, I don't know. Say there's a man down there. I'm not happy to be your man. Oh, said it might be your man. Oh, said it might be your man. Oh, baby, just don't know. You tell me, darling.
Mr. Jimmy Lang. Woo! He studied the Allman Brothers really hard. I mean, we do a couple of his tunes, and even Greg's solos he's got on B3 that are like note for note. How'd you do that?
Yeah, you know, you wear the record out. There used to have these things called records. You kids won't remember them, but they would spin around these big plastic vinyl things. And if you listened long enough to one tune, it turned kind of gray, and the rest of the record was black. Well, that would be the Greg Allman solo. It'd be a little gray spot on the record.
You have to slow down the album a little bit, right? You know?
That's right.
That's how we used to do it, huh?
Yep.
I got to tell you, we caught Devin Allman at the Greeley Blues Jam this year, and him and Dwayne Betts, they just smoked the Allman Brothers tunes. Did I say that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Cass Clayton is here. Come on up, Cass. Yeah. Woo! She drove all the way down from Boulder, Colorado, in that area to be with us tonight.
Yeah, this lady's making a name for herself in the blues. We just covered her, a month ago, Cass, when you did the Women in the Blues benefit at the Armory in Brighton.
It's so much fun. Those women have all become really, really great friends.
That's
we see each other at all the same things. It was wonderful.
We want y'all down here too, together or singular, and we talked about that.
Well, anytime I get to be with a band like this, it's just
Well, it's what you call it. Didn't you call it Seventh Heaven there one time?
Yeah, we did. That's right. That's how we started with Michael and I.
Right. Is this Mike?
Check. There. This is fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. The first one is Andy, right?
Well,
the finest loving they got. It's a kind of love that makes the whole feel young and the North Pole feels so high. They got some sugar-coated loving, sugar-coated loving, yeah. That's Michael Reese right there. Well, you guys know who he's. What'd you say? Grab the other mic so we can hear you. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
This one is linked so the rest of the band can hear.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, let's do that same one again. 2, 3. No.
If your woman's got some other man, oh, I got a rabbit foot in my pocket, toe frog in my shoe, cut out on my shoulder, oh, looking right dead at you. Call me the voodoo woman, and I don't know why. Keep that going, and it's time to find a way. And I know the reason why. If I raise up my head now, don't you know the sky begin to cry out?
Cass Clayton. Let's do another one. You want to do another one?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I got to say that Cass has a beautiful new CD come. Well, it's out. And you can hear all of it on KCOSdigitalmedia.com in rotation 24/7 because we put our blues musicians on every day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're so grateful for that local support. It's just an amazing thing to have radio stations behind you because, as you all know, that's not the way it is. Most of the big conglomerates are owned by one biggie now, so it means so much to us to have that local love.
Well, I'll tell you what, and you are a stunning vocalist. You are beautiful. You sound amazing, and we're so blessed to have you here.
So, and we're already talking about securing a date in 2019.
Fabulous.
Yes. This is the joy about having shows, is because
very exciting.
One tells another, and another says, hey, and then we go, hey, and this is
And
the
they
way
go,
we fill it up. I know.
Straight up. Hey, hey.
Hey, who remembers Willie Mays, right? Say hey.
While we're on the subject of hey, Chad, if you'd do just one more quick thing for us on the drum monitor, just reduce the guitar and bring up the vocal, Cass's vocal, if you could. Sorry. Thanks, man.
That's a pretty nice
Got some
song.
grooving sticks back there on those drums, I say. You are stunning.
What a
Amazing. What a whole group. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Sounds great. Start it off, Michael. Jump in.
The men that I've been seeing, baby, got their soul upon a shelf. You know they can't ever love me, can't even love themselves. And I need someone to love me, someone to really understand. Who won't put himself above me, just to love me like a man.
Michael Reese, y'all.
They all want me to rock them like my back ain't got no bone. I want a man to rock me like my backbone was his own. Oh, darling, I know you can. Believe me when I tell you, you can love me like a man. I know you can. I think we need a little bit more of that, Michael. Yeah. Come home sad and lonely, feel like I'm gonna cry. I want a man to hold me, not some fool to ask me why. And I need someone to love me. Oh, darling, I know you can. I know you can. Oh, put yourself above me. Won't you love me like a man?
That's Cass Clayton, y'all.
Thank you for having me, you guys. That was so wonderful. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks for having me up today.
We're looking forward to seeing you again soon, Cass.
That's Cass Clayton. And I think you got a show coming up. Don't you have something coming up at Stargazers? She's got something coming up at Stargazers. Keep your ears on for that one.
Go see her anywhere.
Perry
everywhere.
Hey, that's right. Sorry, Mark.
No, man. This is a great time. Who's having a great time?
We all are.
Who's gonna come back and do this again with us? Yeah.
That's right. Jimmy, you wanted to introduce Perry?
Yeah. Barry Sanders, if you've been around town at all, you got to know this man. He's got his hand in about everything. But what a lot of people don't know is he is an absolutely brilliant singer-songwriter. Very successful
Wonderful.
businessman, but an amazing singer-songwriter.
So we want Perry to come up on that stage.
Yes,
more
we do. What do you say? Should we
often.
have Perry come up? Play a little bit?
Yeah.
This guy's amazing. There he is. There's my buddy. So Perry and I first met. He called a friend of mine up in Summit County, the Dillon area, and he said, do you know any B3 guys? And the guy happened to be from Shreveport, Louisiana. He goes, well, I know one guy. He goes, but it's been like 7 years since I looked for his business card in my wallet. Sure enough, it was still there. So he picked it up.
Very
Perry,
cool.
oh, it was great. Perry called me. We talked for like 2.5 hours on the phone. And he said at the end, I don't know if you're going to like my music, but I know we're going to be friends. Sure enough. And I love his music.
my dear, dear friend Jimmy Lang. Holy smoke. And my dear friend, Michael, who has been at my home many times and played. And I don't even know how I get to stumble on this stage since I don't know any of the kind of songs typically that they would do. So I'm going to do one of mine that's real easy. Okay. First of all, how many people would rather be here than in the very best hospital in Colorado Springs?
I think that goes for all of us.
Because these are some sick cats up here.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have been blessed to play with really great people over the years, and been blessed to do a couple of different things in the Springs, and the kind of constant question is, what do you do? And the reality is I wake up every single day and have a little small party. And that's literally what I do every
How do you do that? How do you wake up every morning and have a small party?
Well, I'm gonna do you this song that tells you about that.
Please, please.
Wake up, have coffee, 4 cups, I'm off and burning, I'm putting a buzz on everything. Business lunch, martinis, champagne, yeah. I'm putting a buzz on everything. Dinner time, pistachio encrusted salmon, fresh lime, sweet basil, sweet Jesus. I'm putting a buzz on everything. Man, I guess I'm cut out for sleeping in, waking up, hanging out, making love, doing it all again. I'm putting a buzz on everything, on everything. She wakes up, has coffee, 3, 2, 1.5 cups. Man, she's off and burning, I'm putting the buzz on everything. I cut this with Chuck Grossman years ago. Go to yoga, get your facial to kill yourself. She's putting a buzz on everything. Man, I'm so grateful she's cut out for sleeping in, waking up, hanging out, making love, and doing it all again. We're putting the buzz on everything. Come on, Michael. Jimmy Lang. Grateful she's cut out for sleeping in, waking up, hanging out, making love, doing it all again. We're putting a buzz on everything, on everything. buzz on everything. On everything. It's a bunch of real sick dudes that do your songs better than you do your songs. Chuck Grossman is back here, and I cut the first, right when I wrote that song, we were in Breckenridge sitting around a kitchen. We took out a little recorder and cut that, and that song with Chuck on it and Jimmy on it is at perrysandersmusic.com. Putting a buzz on everything, the theme song.
Woo!
So anyway, that's probably the only thing I know that would be what we know.
Hey, would you sing Soft Southern and Strong if I played it? Or can you play it too?
Let me play it with you. There you go. Is it in D? Please tell me it's in D.
Yeah.
D?
Said there's no point.
Man, there's no point looking back on the things that might have changed. Everything's etched in stone. Preacher spoke, baby moved. Don't you know God works in funny ways? 'Cause I might never gotten married, at least not so young. There was something wrong with me. I was a spring chicken that never sprung, at least not until baby came along. Soft, southern, and strong, that's what I was raised on. Soft, southern, and strong, bet the rest of my days on someone that can take my hand, understand when things go wrong. Soft, southern, and strong. Soft, southern, and strong. Louisiana from Mississippi, man, her mama taught her how to be. Say, baby, be good to your friends, have fun with your man, find peace inside, 'cause nobody else can love you if you don't like yourself. And I thought I'd never fall, at least not so hard. Love's funny like that, never know where it's at, and looking for it don't help, and when it comes around you better grab hold and hang on to soft, southern, and strong. That's what I was raised on. Soft, southern, and strong, bet the rest of my days on someone that can take my hand, understand when things go wrong. Soft, southern, and strong. Soft, southern, and strong. Soft, southern, and strong.
It's Perry Sanders, y'all.
Also autobiographical. Thank y'all so much for being here, then in the best hospital in town. And thank you, crazy guys.
Thank you, Perry.
So, how many
was
people
beautiful.
think that we should be playing Perry Sanders music on KCOS?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, it is great stuff.
Well,
All of us.
We would be remiss if we were not using your house and not playing your music.
Absolutely.
No, we are all Colorado, and you know what? You are famous for a lot of things. We want to have you on our station for a lot of reasons. So thank you. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
And Perry, if I could just ask a favor, if you do decide to sell the hotel and go on the road, I want to be your B3 guy. Okay?
There you go. Yeah.
That's a tour I want to
Just take the whole band with you. What the
do.
heck?
Okay, deal. We're covered.
What are you talking about? What's he talking about?
Well, I know you guys are real attached to Colorado Springs.
How we doing on time, Mark?
You know, I
Hi,
think
folks.
we're doing just fine.
Okay.
We're doing real good on time.
Well,
We're good to go.
What do you think, Jimmy? Okay.
Sound all right?
Yeah. Okay. Jimmy's going to do a song called "Honeybee," and I requested that we learn this song years ago because Jimmy and I worked with a band called Tribe with John Weiss, a very good band, and Teddy Nazario. And actually, we'll actually be over at Rico's tomorrow night. But anyway, John was doing that song. I said, Jimmy, when we're doing our duo thing, would you learn that song just so we can do it? So anyway, Honeybee.
Some back porch blues, would you, Michael Reese? This one's going out to my girl, Lindy. Love you, baby. Sweeter than a honeybee, yeah. Oh, baby, been sweet on me. Sweeter than a honeybee. That's my queen bee. She rocked me to my soul. She rocked me to my soul. She rocked me to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Baby, won't you come by me? Spare me some misery. Sugar, won't you come by me? I know that you'll agree, agree. She rocks me to my soul, yeah. She rocks me to my soul. She rocks me to my soul. She rocks me to my soul. Michael Reese gonna play for it. That's Michael Reese. Yeah, man. Honey in the honey pot, and the pot is hot, baby. We got some honey in the honey pot, and the pot is what we got. She rocked me to my soul. 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 These songs are made for lovers, lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers. Oh, when it's that nice, you gotta do it twice. Lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers and lovers.
That's a sweet one. Sweet tune. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, man. Yeah, one more and then heaven.
Well, I don't know. You have time for two more songs?
We
You know
have
what?
as much
We
time
can pull
as you'd
something.
What
like
do you guys
to have.
think? You think
can
we
pull
should
some-
let them do two more
Thinking,
songs?
yes.
Okay, Mark.
Two more songs? Come on.
Absolutely.
What do you say?
Absolutely.
I mean, we own the station. We can do this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So does everybody promise to come back sometime every
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do this every week.
It has come to my attention that the drummer needs a Jameson. Now, if everybody does that, we're going to have a problem. But if one or two people do
Well, we're all Irish, aren't we, brother?
He's not playing until he gets a Jameson.
That's right.
Miss Nicole Davis of the Gold Room.
Miss
Beautiful
Nicole,
woman, you.
If you would bring
Yes.
a Jameson for my brother, and I'll take care of that one.
Thank you, our beautiful Nicole.
Nicole rocks.
Doesn't she? She does. She does.
We've had such a great time tonight with you guys. This is an extra special show. Extra special guest appearances when we can get Cass
Absolutely.
Clayton.
Truly.
Cass Clayton,
She drove all the way down from Boulder.
Perry Sanders,
The boss.
the boss,
The boss.
Jimmy Lang, David Derby, and Steve
Yeah.
Cox. And you. Thank you
Yeah.
all for being here tonight. It's made it very special.
And are you guys doing a bus for Little Red Rocks to bring all of us up there?
Right on.
Yeah, a bus.
Great, Jimmy. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, hit me up on my Facebook page. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
used to be. Loving you was easy. Now it's a sad, sad song I sing. I can't remember when you pleased me, but Lord, that was yesterday. And it's a crying shame, such a crying shame. Lord, low down to the doggone shame. I said what we need here is a little more. Some love, some old love, yeah. Used to be, your kisses were pleasing. Now your embrace, it just don't feel right. I can't recall the love in your eyes. Now all I see is the dark of night. And it said, a crying shame, such a crying shame. Oh, low down to the doggone shame. Yeah, I said what we need here is a little more love, some more love, some more love, yeah. Some more love. Michael Reese. Seems to me, Lord, your kisses ain't pleasing. It's Michael Reese, y'all. Now your embrace just don't feel right. I can't recall the love in your eyes. Now all I see is the dark of night. Oh, let's say, crying shame, such a crying, loud crying shame. Oh, yeah, love down to the doggone shame. I said, what we need is a little more love, some more love, some more love, yeah. Some more love, some more love, some more love, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. James, I used to call him James Hammond III, because Hammond V3 organ. Again, we want to thank you all for coming down here and hanging with us tonight. We're going to be playing Little Red Rocks September 2nd, and then I'm going to have to get on the horn and start trying to book some work for this new band. Yeah. So we'll be letting you know on Facebook or wherever we can, and Kathy and Meryl are on it, so we want to close with a song just to give you all a kiss goodnight. This is a Ray Charles tune that Jimmy does a beautiful job of, and it's called Heaven Help Us All.
Heaven help the boy that hasn't got a home. Heaven help the girl that walks the street alone. Heaven help the roses if the bombs begin to fall. Lord, please help us all. Heaven help the child that won't see 21. Heaven help the man that gave that child a gun. Heaven help a man who kicks a man who's got to crawl. Lord, please help us all. Heaven help us all. So, heaven help us, Lord, please hear our call when we fall. Lord, please help us all. Heaven help the black man if he struggles one more day. Heaven help the white man if he turns his back away. Heaven help the people with their backs against the wall. Lord, please help us all. Heaven help us all. So, heaven help us, Lord, please hear our call when we fall. Lord, please help us all. This is Michael Reese.
Michael Reese.
Now I lay me down before I go to sleep. In a troubled world, I pray my soul to keep. Keep hatred from the mighty and the mighty from the small. Lord, please help us all. Heaven, help us all. Heaven, help us all. Lord, please help us all. Heaven, help us, Lord. Please help us all when we fall. Lord, please help us all. And now I lay me down before I go to sleep. In a troubled world, I pray my soul to keep. Lord, good night, y'all.
Thank you, folks. Have a great night. We thank you so much for coming. Thank you, KCOS. One more time, Jimmy Lang, David Derby, and Steve Cox.
Yeah. Cass Clayton and Perry Sanders, too. This has been such an evening. We don't mind going over at all for this kind of talent, do we?
Never.
And really, Michael, you know by now, we don't stop the show until we reached about 1,000 people, and yep, you sure did.
So we did it, yeah.
So thank you all for coming and joining us. Mr. Sanders, no, this is just a labor of love. We love what we do, and we hope to see you all whenever you feel like hitting us back on the calendar or watching at home or listening to the station, All Colorado Music. We're the only ones that does this.
Yes.
So once again, we are nothing without the talent of this region. And I'm going to let Shadow Man do the ending credits that we always do. I got to say one more thing before we go. We do everything. So Saturday night, we are going to be at Rock's Bar and Grill. We are going to be live streaming internationally known, homegrown Colorado Springs Jack Panzer. Yes. Shadow Man.
Wow, what an amazing session of The Beat Goes On. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did.